This is the Helpful Art Teacher showing you how you can create a bouncing ball animated GIF like this one. You're going to start out by creating a file in Photoshop and make sure it's around 300 pixels per inch. I made an 8.5 by 11 document because you can always change the size later to make it smaller. I created a gradient in the background, and then I created a new layer. And I used the elliptical marquee tool to create a circle and then picked two different colors and created another gradient inside the circle. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just use the move tool, and I'm going to keep saving my image as portable network graphics, PNGs, in a series, starting with 01. So I just named it 01 bouncing ball. And then I used the little crosshairs, the move tool, to move the ball a little bit. And then I named it 02 bouncing ball and saved it as a PNG. I ended up, all in all, creating 16 images. Now, the idea is you want the ball to move around the page, but you want it to end up where it started. So it's going to essentially move in a loop. So the last image, the ball should be almost back to where the image was in the very first 01 bouncing ball image that you created. So once you have a loop of layers, you can save your Photoshop file, and you have now maybe 15, 16 images, PNG images of the ball moving around the page. You can close out everything, and what you're going to do is you're going to go File, Scripts, Load Images into Stack. I'll show you in a minute. So what you're doing is you're going to just close everything out. You go File, Scripts, Load Images into Stack, and you're going to open up the folder, and you're going to select the first image and hit the Shift key, select the last image, and that'll select all of them. And then once they're loaded in, you do the same thing. You go to the top, you hit Select Image, hit the Shift key, go to the bottom, hit click on the last image, and it'll select all of them. And it's going to just load them into Photoshop in a stack. Once you have them loaded in a stack, you're going to go to the bottom to the timeline. If the timeline's not visible, just go to Windows and make sure Timeline is clicked, and you'll see the timeline at the bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the timeline where it says Create Frame Animation, and it's going to create just a single frame. And then you go over to the right-hand side and you click Convert Layers into Frames, and you get the entire animation laid out in sequence at the bottom. And now it's just a matter of changing the timing. You can see I'm playing it, it's going too fast. You click on the first slide, you click on the last slide with the Shift key held down, it'll select all of them, and then if you look in the bottom right hand corner of each frame, you can click the little arrow and it allows you to adjust the time. In order to export your PNG once you've got the timing right, you're going to actually hit File, Export, Save for Web. That's what you want. And it'll save it as an animated GIF. Now, what you're noticing here is that it's just too big. So what I have to actually do is I'm going to have to resize the file. So I go Image, Canvas Size, and I'm going to make it a heck of a lot smaller, okay? Keep the same 300 pixels per inch, but, make it maybe just a couple of inches tall and a couple of inches wide. And again, once you've done that, you're going to export it, and the option that you're going to pick is Save for Web. That's what you want, and you should be able to, by doing that, you're going to create a portable network graphic that you can upload to a website, or you can email to somebody. You can post it on social media. GIFs are a lot of fun. You see them all over the place, and they're very popular. And in any case, that's how they are made. This is Rachel Winneberg, the Helpful Art Teacher, with another Photoshop tutorial.